So this obviously was a big weather event today, but I know some people probably were confused or disappointed about their snow totals when really the wind was the big story today.
Yeah, the discussion leading up was, okay, there are blizzard warnings that are now in effect for a lot of the coast, so that I think raises people's expectations on what should happen. And those warnings weren't necessarily for high snow totals locally. It was more so the wind blowing around the snow and reducing the visibility. So,
which was certainly
definitely happened that way.
We saw members of our team being blown every which way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I felt even in my garage, I was kind of like, whoa, getting a little toss there. So it was serious.
And the hard part about getting snow reports now is going to be that everyone else experienced the same thing. So it's hard to see exactly what fell in locations. And our map here is starting to get filled in. And in southern Maine, South Portland, Kennebunk, over a half a foot of snow. Portland at the Jetport, around 4 inches. Same number in Booth Bay and Fairfield. The highest totals that we're seeing come in are in down east Maine, Jonesboro, and the Cutler area, both getting right up around 12 inches of snow. And then you look down to the south and you see how the colors change. It was historic with respect to the snowfall amounts. At Providence, 3 feet of snow and 2 inches on top of that at the TF Green Airport in Warwick. So Rhode Island got just smoked today. Taunton, just to the east, 27 inches. Cape Cod, over a foot. Boston, nearly a foot and a half. So lots of snow in southern New England. We are still dealing with some snow. Most of it is light to moderate, but it is still coming down heavily with gusty winds east of Bangor into eastern and down east Maine. That's where the snow is going to be the most persistent tonight. You could easily see a few more inches of snow on top of what you already have out that way. And this is going to end up moving out as the parent low takes off to the north and east. It was interesting this morning because the low came through south of New England and it started taking a track more to the east, but then around, I want to say 11 o'clock or so, it started moving on its current path, and that's where we are right now. Had it not taken that eastern jaunt this morning and just kept this path going, we would have seen a significant change in how much snow, especially the coast, saw, but it didn't play out that way. It tracked about 50 miles more to the east as it tracked by Maine. And, you know, the snow totals were impressive, but nowhere close to what they could have been had the track been a little bit closer to the coast. Overnight, it moves out. And then tomorrow we catch some sunshine with a northwest breeze, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Into Wednesday, our next system comes in. This one's going to be a clipper, so it's not going to be this big coastal storm, but it does deliver another few inches of snow during the daytime hours of Wednesday. Then we dry up again Thursday, catch some sun, and we'll be watching another system coming in from the west heading into Friday. So we're looking at around 1 to 3 inches of snow on Wednesday, a little bit less to the north in the mountains and in the county, a coating to an inch there. So, you know, it's going to be another snow chance. It'll be an active week of weather heading into Wednesday and then another one possible Friday. Tomorrow, the water's still going to be rough, 9 to 12 foot seas, temps in the upper 30s on the sea surface. And, you know, it's active. This is going to be a week where we have one day it's calm and there's sunshine. And then the next day we get a snow chance. We'll do that Tuesday, Wednesday, and then again Thursday, Friday. However, Friday at this point looks like it wants to track south of Maine, so I'm not totally on board with that being a guarantee. And then there's another little shot on Sunday. So it's just this really active pattern where we have disturbances coming through. We clear out quickly, but then gear up for the next one a day later.